Yo, she really pulled up on Amber and Mark, bro. I was like, yo, hold on. Because if I was Mark, I would have cheated. Shorty looked way better.
Here's everything you need to know
But
about
alright, bet.
Invincible Season 1 in around 10 minutes or less. The series begins with Mark Grayson, who's the son of a famous hero called Omni-Man. Unlike other heroes, Omni-Man isn't from this solar system, as he was born on a distant planet known as Viltrum. This futuristic world is home to a superpowered society, and from a young age, Mark was told that Viltrumites use their powers to help less developed worlds. That's why Omni-Man came to Earth, because he wanted to be its protector, and at the age of 17, Mark finally gets his powers as well. Although this should have been good news, his dad seemed kind of triggered when he found out, and the next day he mentioned that their lives might be better if this had never happened. Despite that, he does still train his son, and even gives him inspiration for his hero name, Invincible. As Mark then defeats his first couple of villains, the Guardians of the Globe, Earth's #1 superhero team, receive a distress signal. This signal brings all of them to HQ, where they're ambushed by their friend Omni-Man. During this battle, Viltrumite kills the entire team one by one, but in the process nearly dies himself. These brutal murders are then investigated by the
No, bro, because why? Bro, when this nigga really slammed what is your name right here? This fake black Batman right here, bro. You really slammed him by his leg, and that nigga just
Darkwing. Dot.
Darkwing. Yo, when this nigga slammed. No, I want to see if I can find it, bro. It might be too gruesome. Hold up. Wait. Invincible Season 1 deaths. Bro, when this nigga slammed him and he fucking exploded, I can't lie. That shit had me dying. Nah, I love they fight scenes, bro. Hold on. Season 1 deaths. Oh shit. Hold on, never mind. Carnage. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to see nothing. They actually got comic book. Oh wait, here we go.
Huh?
Bro.
Just search Omni-Man versus the Guardian.
Yeah.
Dot.
You too late for that, buddy.
What? Omni-Man?
I feel like this is super. Bro, if you think about it, if they had cameras, how bad does this look on Omni Man? Cause like he just came in there and just tried to punch. His story kind of lined up a little bit, cause really they attacked him first. He just came in there like real fast.
Omni-Man killing
kill somebody.
Darkwing was racially motivated. Dot.
He wasn't the first one. He didn't kill him the first. He wasn't the first one dead though. But look. Oh yeah, they zoomed this in just so we don't see a lot.
I find it ironic how Omni-Man killed 2 black men the same way. Dot.
He did? No, but she died. Yo, oh my god, bro.
Bro, the frame showing the splatter locks like a SpongeBob freeze frame showing something disgusting.
Like,
Dot.
oh my god. I thought he was the first one that died.
Are you all right?
I live.
Someone must be controlling him.
She
He would
ain't
never
died.
do this.
Regardless, it's him or us.
I choose us.
Damn.
Bro, please. Can I get the N-word pass? Quick, I want to tell it to my friend.
No.
Dot.
It's exactly how I'm gonna do you if I found out you said that, Aziz. Even though I know you say it already. Oh my god.
Nigga, you can't lift a shield, let alone the invincible equivalent to Mjolnir. Dot.
Why? Why?
Bro, I swear I feel like, what is it? No, he flies and shit, but he reminds me so much of Wolverine.
OKFCKU, but YTF are you watching anime? Like, grow up. And by the way, I'll tell him anyways and edit the clip to you saying yes. Dot. Immortal so ugly, bro. Dot.
Immortal. Is this him? Damn. He made such a mistake not stomping his head. Oh my god, bro. I was so surprised he killed all of them niggas, yo.
Receive a distress signal. This signal brings all of them to HQ, where they're ambushed by their friend Omni-Man. During this battle, Viltrumite kills the entire team one by one, but in the process nearly dies himself. These brutal murders are then investigated by the Global Defense Agency.
Yo, this nigga Donald, bro.
This shit so autistic. Dot.
Like, yo, this nigga Donald, bro. This nigga has been a robot this whole time. Like, yo was mad as shit. First he was like, yo, why the fuck didn't you tell me? Why you ain't tell me? Why you make me a robot? Why don't I remember dying? Nigga, you died 39 times, bro. You been a robot this whole time. You been wanting us to keep erasing your memory.
Donald look like a pedo low-key. Dot.
He do, but I low-key fuck with Donald, bro. I fuck with Donald. He probably like my, I don't know. He probably like my third favorite character.
Which is a secret organization led by Cecil with the help of his assistant
Or
Donald.
fifth, I'm not
Using
sure.
their tech, they take care of Omni-Man while he's in a coma.
We need to see Cecil fight for this nigga to be in charge of shit. Cause what the fuck is this nigga don't do nothing but just go invisible and then teleport back to HQ, bro.
Because at this point, they didn't know that he was the killer. At the same time, the planet gets attacked by aliens from another dimension, and when Mark goes to lend a hand, he gets freaked out when a bunch of civilians are killed right in front of him. That being said, Invincible wasn't the only hero who showed up, as Teen Team arrived to
I ain't gonna lie. Silly, let's be for real. Who you taking? You taking Eve or Kate? Now Eve might be cool, but I'm gonna be for real. Kate can make clones. Since that shower scene with with Rex and whoever fake Wolverine is, I ain't gonna lie. Kate could get it.
help deal with the problem. This hero group is one led by Robot, who's probably the smartest character in the series, but even they couldn't defeat the Flaxons. Luckily, because the Flaxons come from a dimension where time moves faster, their army began to rapidly age before they could take over the planet. That's why they ran back to their own dimension.
Bro,
but
you
Mark
look
still
like
felt
Travis
a
Scott,
failure since he
DC, Gervonta Davis, LeBron James, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and the beat mini Adesanya Nico. Dot.
during the mission. However, the next day he gets some friendly advice from Atom Eve, who's the most overpowered member of Teen Team. To put it simply, Eve's powers let her rearrange atoms in any way she wants, to the point where she can seemingly create something out of nothing. As a regular civilian, she goes to the same school as Mark, and although the two clearly have chemistry, Eve's boyfriend Rex is another member of Teen Team. Now, 3 days after the first Flaxon invasion, the aliens come back to Earth, having prepared for decades in their own dimension. This time though, things go a lot differently for Mark, as he kinda goes psycho when he sees the Eve is in danger, and personally beats up the Flaxon King. For a second time, the aliens are then forced to run away, and after the fight's over, we learn that Omni-Man has woken up. Just for reference, Omni-Man's real name is Nolan, and he claimed that the reason he was in a coma is because he was ambushed by someone in the dark who he didn't see. Understandably, Cecil wasn't fully convinced by this explanation, and a week later, he secretly puts the Grayson family under surveillance. As a quick side note, earlier that same day, the Flaxons attacked again, and this time they'd evolved so much that Robot suggested nuking the whole city. Thankfully, that wasn't needed, because with Omni-Man back in action, he went to the Flaxon dimension, killed their king, and spent a long time tearing apart their whole planet. Before he was done, Nolan told them that Earth wasn't theirs to conquer in a way that implied that he wanted Earth to be taken over, but just by someone else. Anyway,
Someone did the
following this,
math on
Cecil
how
was
much
impressed
Cecil
by
spent on
Robot's
teleporting from season 1 to 5, and it's $1,011,380,000,000. Dot.
This nigga spends money to teleport. I thought he had powers himself. What the fuck? I must have missed something.
leadership during the various invasions and hires him to form a new Guardians of the Globe. After holding trials, Robot's Guardians are basically just Teen Team plus 3 new heroes, one of which is Monster Girl. Eve was also invited to join, but rejects the offer after recently finding out that Rex cheated with another member of Teen Team. As a result of this, it's hinted that Eve wanted to get closer to Mark, but by this point he'd begun a relationship with Amber. Regardless, at the
Holy
GDA,
shit, you
Robot
done, bro.
uses his new access to secretly
Fuck you mean?
release a pair of villains who were locked up in the cells below. Why would he do this? Well, the villains he released were the Mauler twins, who were basically scientists who were famous for their knowledge of cloning. Usually, when one Mauler twin dies, the remaining one will always make a perfect clone of himself so that there's always two. Despite Robot's intellect, he just didn't have the experience to do this, and so he needed their help to create a body for himself. Up until now, pretty much everyone assumed that Robot was AI, but in reality, his name is Rudy Connors, a severely deformed human who can't survive outside his tank. By making a deal with the Maulers, they agreed to build him a new body, in exchange for him passing along secret technology from the GDA. In the end, Rudy's brand new body was...
Nigga thinks Cecil got powers. Like, no, bro. Dang. Yo, you trolling? I wonder what I missed, because I swear to God, all this time I thought this nigga could just teleport.
a clone of Rex.
And I thought that was just it. Like, there was no, like, he ain't have no strength.
Look it up, pussy. Dot.
Okay, whatever. It's the fact that Eve is still, like, Eve still fucks with Kate after this.
He specifically chose Rex for a weird reason. To understand this reason, we have to know a little bit about Monster Girl.
Hold up.
Look it up, slut.
Ooh,
Dot.
Watch your mouth. What's his name? Hold up. Cecil teleport cost. This nigga actually pays money to teleport. Entire whether you follow the original comic books or animated. Oh, yeah. So you're just a nerd You read the comic books and you're watching the show. I'm just watching the show. An anime series. Cecil states that a single teleport costs more than the gross economic output of Liechtenstein. What figures? Per jump.
Nigga, I was talking about if Cecil got powers. Dot.
Well, shit. Now I know he don't have it. You know where a lot of that money came from? When this nigga was, when Omni-Man was kept trying to like kill him in the desert that one day.
Liechtenstein. Dot.
Liechtenstein.
Who's the newest member of the Guardians. Although she looks young, Monster Girl is actually 24 years old, and she only looks this young due to a curse. The curse gave her potential to turn into this powerful green monster, hence the name, but every time she transforms, her human self gets younger. Rudy could relate to this since his body also felt like a curse, given that he was a 30-year-old man looking like a newborn fetus. For that reason, he felt a certain connection to Monster Girl, and he noticed that she thought Rex was attractive. That's why Robot stole Rex's DNA and then asked
Can
the
I
military
legally
to create
smash
a young
Monster
version
Girl?
that would look
Dot.
similar in age to his.
Yes, but you know, you may just go to jail. Like, you may just go to jail. Actually, no, the fuck you can't. No, you cannot. No, nigga, no, you can't. Because, hold on.
She's 24, dumbass.
She's 24,
Dot.
but what's her but what's her body's age? Monster Girl age. No, I gotta find, like, body age. What is her body age? Yeah, so, Monster Girl. So, you basically would be fucking an 11 to 13-year-old. She's 24, but her body is 11 to 13 years old.
It's legal.
Lock him
Dot.
up. Lock him up. You're going to jail.
His crush. Importantly though, the twins weren't able to transfer Rudy's consciousness into the clone, but what they could do is make a copy of his mind. What this means is that the real Rudy sacrificed himself so that a perfect copy of his mind could live happily inside of Rex. Yeah, I told you this was a weird situation. Now, when he introduced himself to the Guardians, everyone was freaked out, especially Rex, but Monster Girl was probably the most understanding. However, by this point in the timeline, they had much bigger things to worry about, as a lot of things had happened since the Maulers escaped. Firstly, Invincible helped with mankind's first ever visit to Mars, but during the mission,
Dante's
one
mouth
astronaut
opening in
secretly
shock
got
like those
replaced by a
monkeys on
shapeshifting
TikTok.
Martian.
Dot.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, the real version of this astronaut was left on the Red Planet and had been infected by a mind-controlling parasite. Secondly, back on Earth, the Guardians defeated a mafia boss known as Machine Head, but in the process, they all nearly got wiped out. This is because Machine Head hired Battle Beast to protect him, who's an alien with strength on a similar level to Omni-Man. In reality, Battle Beast could have easily killed the Guardians and Invincible, and the only reason he didn't is because they were so weak that in his culture there wouldn't be any honor in killing them.
Wow. Wait, what did that? This battle was beneath me. There's no honor in killing insects. That's crazy. I thought Invincible couldn't die. Mark can't die. He can only get knocked out and shit, right? Like, he can only, like, this nigga just... That's what I'm thinking. I've never seen, like, I only seen this nigga get beat up badly. And since he's part Viltrumite, like, and his dad basically beat the shit out of him, so it was kind of like, you know. Like, this nigga can't get his head smashed. This nigga can't get exploded. This nigga is literally invincible. If this was a YouTube video, that would have been a perfect time to just cut the screen to...
It's because they were so weak that in his culture there wouldn't
URL.
be any honor in killing them.
Dot.
This nigga. Yo. So you think you're funny? Well, you're not.
Finally, another thing that changed was that Nolan's wife Debbie and Cecil both realized that Omni-Man murdered the Guardians. As the
Mark's mom could get it as well. I'm not gonna lie.
GDA then tries to apprehend him, Nolan kills Donald as he then goes on a rampage trying to find Mark. Throughout the series, Cecil had been keeping a close eye on anything that might defeat a Viltrumite, including these cyborgs that nearly beat Mark and this kaiju that gave Omni-Man a hard time. To stop Nolan, the GDA used both these monsters against him, while having the new Guardians on standby just in case nothing else worked. At this point, Invincible had no idea his dad was evil, and so he helped Omni-Man beat the kaiju while the rest of the world watched on TV. However, it was during this fight that Nolan was attacked by another superhero called the Immortal, who, as the name suggests, can live forever.
Shit.
In episode 1, the Immortal was one of the Guardians that Nolan killed, and as he was trying to get revenge, Omni-Man crushed him for the second time.
Why am I just now realizing that this nigga name was Immortal? I just watched and I did not know this nigga name for the longest, but okay.
Mark was obviously super confused by this. He even thought that someone was controlling his dad, forcing Nolan to reveal the truth about his backstory. Generations ago, the planet Viltrum had a civil war in which half of its population was massacred. The surviving 50% were the strongest Viltrumites alive, and they decided to conquer the rest of the galaxy. Not long after this, thousands of planets were under Viltrumite control, but after a while their army wasn't big enough to keep expanding. To solve this, they created a new program in which one trusted Viltrumite would weaken one world. In this way, the soldier would learn about the planet and become a member of society, but also make sure the planet never gets too strong to resist a future Viltrumite invasion. For Nolan, he just got way too comfortable with life on Earth, and it was only when Mark got his powers that he remembered what he came here to do. That's why he killed the Guardians, to weaken Earth's defenses, and it's why in this scene he tries to recruit Invincible to join the Viltrum Empire. Understandably, his half-human son didn't want to do that, and in the beatdown that followed, Nolan destroyed half of Chicago.
Yo, why did he fling him like
Is
this?
Mark Asian? Dot.
Yes.
Son didn't want to do that, and in the beatdown that followed.
No, but like, why is he? What was this stance? Nigga booty firm as hell.
Nolan destroyed
Pause.
half of Chicago, a cruise ship, and this village full of people. His goal in doing this was to show Mark that human lives mean nothing, in the hope that his son would fully embrace his Viltrumite side. That said, Invincible plays his Uno reverse
Obviously
card and
not, he
reminds his
lives
dad
in
of the
America,
human side
dumbass.
that he
Dot.
Okay, so what is his mom? So what is his mom's ethnicity? Right, shut the fuck up.
developed while being on Earth. Conflicted between his love for his family and his loyalty to Viltrum, Omni-Man
Asian and
carefully
his
runs
dad is
away,
Viltrumite.
flying
Dot.
And you just asked if he's Asian.
out of the solar system and into deep space. Following that, the new Guardians help the survivors in Chicago, while Mark spends 2 weeks recovering from his injuries. After arriving home, Mark then gets back together with his girlfriend Amber after she previously dumped him for his constant lying. For most of their relationship, he didn't tell her he was a superhero, and he was always disappearing without telling her the real reason. That said, she was willing to give him a second chance, and in this scene they go out to eat with Mark's friends. During this meal, Invincible gets an urgent call from Cecil about someone flying towards Earth from outside the solar system. Luckily, this wasn't Omni-Man or any other Viltrumite.
Yo, this nigga right here, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he one of my favorites too.
But instead, it was
He dope as
Alan
hell.
the Alien.
Alan the Alien is dope. Alan dope as hell. This nigga came back buff as shit.
Alan works for the
Bro.
Coalition of Planets, which, as far as we know, is the only organization that's trying to fight back against the Viltrum
Like, yo was already buff, but they put this nigga on roids.
Empire.
Alan is
A long
weak
time
as
ago,
shit.
Alan's home
Dot.
I mean, he ain't get beat up by the Viltrumite girl in season 2, bro.
and it was actually destroyed by the Viltrumites, and after hearing about Omni-Man
The way he died in the first season was so sad. I felt so fucked up watching him get beat up by getting jumped.
Alan killed no Viltrumites, yo. Dot.
I don't think he could get killed. I mean, he ain't kill him. He ain't killed yet. Viltrumites are the strongest. See, you can't say nothing to spoil some shit for me, bro.
He was bred to kill them but don't. Dot.
So he just doesn't, basically. He has the strength to, but he doesn't. Like, this nigga was built like a tank, but now this nigga is built like a fucking, like, season 2. They brought this nigga back. This nigga
He can't. Dot.
Oh, damn. I mean, he punched the shit out that one girl. Yo, I can't be the only one that feel like when I see certain characters, because the girl that pulled up on him literally looks like somebody I know in real life or similar. I don't like that. I don't like how many people I see in cartoons and I could just like see them in real life. It's probably why I'm good at packing on niggas or some shit.
Abandoning his post, he warns Mark that more Viltrumites will come.
But when they knocked this nigga eye out, bro, and they just left him in space like that, I felt so bad. I was like, yo, no way.
The season then ends with a montage of various threats, and the most interesting ones were the Flaxons planning their revenge, Mars being completely taken over by parasites, the Maulers being locked up again by the GDA, and finally, Cecil overseeing the creation of a new army of cyborgs. Cecil's hope was that following the failed attempt to take down Omni-Man, these new and improved cyborgs might be able to kill a Viltrumite. With that said, that was Invincible Season 1 in 10 minutes, and if you liked it, please...
Okay, cool.
Completely Alan's fault cause he was being cocky. Dot.
He was?